What's up, Foxbody Rehab fans? Today, we got something cool. We're going to do a little unboxing, and then we're going to talk about the generous individual who bestowed this upon me. So, hold that in the camera. All right, guys, hold this for me real quick. All right, guys, we're doing good. We've got to make one more cut here. All right, you guys did great. Thank you for holding that for me. All right, let's see what we got here. Now, this is a kind of special delivery here because this gentleman has actually commissioned the manufacturing of these pieces. And they are pieces that are most times overlooked and will make or break a restoration job in most eyes. So let's see what we got here. First of all right, we got the good old Ziploc bag, all right? Nice packaging, by the way, guys. Really nice packaging. All right, we're going to take everything out of the Ziploc bags, and then we're going to deal with what it is that we've got here, what he was kind enough to give to us. Okay, so first up, whoa, buddy, these are non-existent. Most of you folks with your restored cars have skipped this step because they weren't previously available. Well, this gentleman has employed a 3D printing service to make these, and if you don't know what these are, we're going to take a little walk, okay? So they're like, what? No big deal. It doesn't look like much, you know? How insignificant can that be? Let me show you. Glad you asked. Okay, so where does this go? Why is this important in a Foxbody restoration? Well, stuff on the ground. And I'll tell you why. So, the old troublesome sway bar bracket. Oh, what? Now, when you go to take your sway bar off for your restoration, or any service really, doesn't matter if you're doing bushings or whatever, when you try to take them off, this is what happens, and this is what you're left with. And so when you're out at the car shows, or the coffee and cars, or whatever gathering spots you tend to frequent, and you see a Foxbody Mustang that looks pretty good, and it's got its hood open, check right here. Are they empty? Is there just nuts there? Or did they take the time, like this gentleman did, old Mr. Ward here, in manufacturing these guys for this one specific application to make sure that they are going to look the part when the job is completely done. Up until this point, there's really not ever been anything that you could do this with, and saving them is damn near impossible. I don't think in all my years doing this I've ever taken one off that came off in one piece. So this is important. It might seem like it's a small, insignificant item that is most commonly overlooked, but I tell you, for the real guys that know what they're looking for, that makes or breaks a restoration job. I mean, you could just, yeah. I mean, that looks just as good, right? Let's compare them, okay? This is what you probably have, and this is what Mr. Ward is manufacturing. This is you. This is him. You. Him. Any questions? Okay, so now that we've got that out of the way, we know exactly what that fit. Hello, Myrtle. Oh, beautiful. We're going to go back to the mystery box of good stuff. So, what do we got next here? All right, another Ziploc bag, another components. Ooh, these are cool. These are actually for the T-tops. This is a piece that slides in the very end corner cap that manufacturers are to smooth it out. Most times these get broken, lost, discarded through the years. Well, this is the situation to remedy that. So that's pretty sweet. Again, items that aren't manufactured out there that this gentleman took the initiative to have made. He commissioned the manufacturer and the design of these. Okay, another good one. Another bunch of you guys are out there running broke ones because you tried to pull them off and it didn't go back together. Another obscure, obsolete part. Now, guys, this isn't for you LS swap guys. This isn't for you wannabe drag racers, okay? Or your real world drag racers, whatever. No disrespect meant there. This is for those ridiculous individuals of us that prefer complete restorations, that want to make it look like it did back then, or better than it did back then. So in our last and final sack here, all right, what is that? That's interesting looking. We have 83 through 85 Mustang 5.0 vacuum tree connector for bottom of the air cleaner. Oh yeah. I mean, it's been a while because I don't really do carbureted stuff, but man, look at that little dude. Now, the outfit that this gentleman in particular, Mr. Ward, is associated with, I'm going to include a link in the description below. He can be found most easily on Facebook, and I'm going to share a link to his restoration Facebook page, which is called M&M Restorations. And guys, I tell you, I was aware that these guys were enthusiastic and passionate about the hobby, but I had no idea that they would be so passionate, in fact, that they would literally commission the manufacture of components that were not available to us at this stage. I mean, eventually, I'm sure every little thing is going to be made by somebody, but these guys are on the forefront. I mean, really, to take time away from doing the restorations to exploring options and dealing with the different individuals required to make something like this come to fruition, hats off to you guys, man. This is really sweet, and I cannot wait to install them into my projects. There's a couple that are waiting for just said pieces to make them perfect for this. So Mr. Ward and M&M Restorations there. Guys, I really appreciate the swag bag. I love it all. And any of you guys that are interested in getting any of these components, this appeals to a special group for sure, but we're out there, right? So guys, check the link in the description below. Give my man a call. Tell him you heard it on Foxbody Rehab. You saw some of his work and how it applies to what it is that you might be doing in your personal restorations of your Fox chassis Mustang builds. And this gentleman can help you. Something tells me this ain't the end of him making pieces to make all of our lives a little better. And I happen to know, for instance, that the gentleman has got a ton of knowledge. I mean, this guy knows part numbers left and right for 35-year-old obsolete items. I mean, he has made it his life to know all of the things that most of us never will, and to store a ton of cool stuff along the way. So once again, Mr. Ward, thank you, man. M&M Restorations, you guys, I really appreciate your attention to detail in all of this. It makes the whole process so much easier when dealing with making these old classics, specifically the Celines and the Cobras and some of these other models, to look the best they possibly can. So guys, M&M Restorations, check them out. Tell them Foxbody Rehab sent you over. They'll give you absolutely zero discount on anything you purchase. So take full advantage of that, obviously, but make sure to throw out the name so those guys know you're watching, and that's where you heard of them. Guys, Foxbody Rehab, thanks for watching. Super look forward to the next video we'll put out here on one of these cars, getting a little further along the line. Until next time, guys, keep wrenching in that garage, man. Keep making a mess. Speaking of mess, Foxbody Rehab, help.